we doing today? Okay, seeing as how yesterday we had that ultimate fail on trying to put that turbo blanket on my 02 Dodge Cummins, after doing a little bit of research last night and today online, I did find out that I bought the wrong turbo blanket, but no worries. We are going to take the one that I have and we're going to cut it and make it work. So I'm going to post a picture here just a few minutes within the video on what the blanket is actually supposed to look like. I have one of the older S300 Borg-Warner turbos. It is a T4, but it's just an older style with the wastegate mounted to the bottom. So let's pop the hood and I will show you what I'm talking about here. Don't know if you can see or not. Not right there, you can't, but if you look right in there, you can see my wastegate is actually mounted to the housing. So we just need to cut out the blankets to fit around that. So we'll be doing that here in the next few days or so. I do have an older sewing machine downstairs, so when I do cut it, I'll just sew it back up. Not a big deal. The other things got going on is over the weekend, I had to cut my trailer lock off because I lost my keys. So yeah, that was a bad day. Whatever. It's $25, go buy a new one, or I have the ability, I'll weld it back together. So, all right guys, since I left you, I went ahead and started trying to fit that turbo blanket on, and I think we're going to be pretty good. I put it on there and marked down by where the wastegate is. I wasn't gonna video this, but I thought maybe you guys might be interested in seeing how I'm going to make this work after seeing that picture there. So what I've got going on here is I've got my mark. When I put it on there, I marked it right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to cut this from this seam right through here. So I'm going to cut it long first and fit it back on there. I'm going to take this tab off because these tabs are just held on like that. So it'd be really simple to take those on and off and reuse these tabs. So it should be pretty straightforward and pretty easy. And then the only thing I'm going to have to sew is just that seam right there to sew. So it shouldn't be just too awful bad. I really shouldn't be doing that with my bare hands, but it's all good. But I'll probably cut it long first and then keep going shorter as I need to, but it's not going to be that big of a thing. And then on this side, that side matches up real nice. Just put a spring on that side and it should close. And then this here, like I said, these tabs, I'll be able to reuse those, no problem. And put that back on there and be able to fasten it on this side too. Just go underneath that center section with my spring and get that fastened on there. So let's grab some scissors and get to cutting. Alright, I'm going to get my gloves on here. This shouldn't be no problem at all. I did get this welded back up too. All back together, all good. So we're going to start here. Like I said, we're going to cut this long, so we may go down in here first. Some pretty thick stuff. And we're just going to cut this so I don't disturb that seam right there. I'm just going to cut this right along that sewn edge. And that'll just stay like that. Go ahead and nip this off here and make that straight. Just like so. So I think that looks pretty close to that picture there.
we'll see how well this fits. Let's take it, let's trim that off just a little bit more, maybe, don't know. Trim that just as close to that seam as we can, because I don't really, it looks like there's two separate seams in there, or two separate, you can see them two lines. Looks like that's sewn twice. So if I just take one of them out, I should be able to take that completely off. But what I don't want is this stuffing to start coming back out. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold it together and loop it shut. It's just some cotton thread. So let's take this over the truck and see how it fits. So after a few trimming sessions, I don't think it's starting to fit too bad. So I might take just a little bit more off down there. I don't know how well you can see. Maybe that'll help. Might just take just a little bit more off down there, maybe another inch or so. And like I said, the backside will close up nice with the factory clips on there with the set of springs. So I probably will be able to use, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use the clips on this front side. That's an awfully long way to stretch that spring. I may be able to. We'll just have to wait and see. So I hope you this helps any of you guys that had some problems fitting a turbo blanket to your older style turbo. Alright guys, tell me what you think. I don't think it turned out just too bad. Kind of looks like the photo, if I can get that photo uploaded. It should sit on right just like that, and then my intention is to, I put that other tab right here, so I should be able to put that spring in between the wastegate linkage and go right against the housing and close it together right there. So I think it's going to work out pretty good. So I guess it's one of those things, you take lemons and make lemonade. So yeah, let's see how it fits on the truck. I don't know if I'll get that on there tonight, so we'll see how it goes putting it on. Alright guys, I would say that is success. You can see right through there, I have it tucked in between, it'll focus, the wastegate linkage and the housing. Probably not going to focus on me. Let me move my oil hose out of the way. Right down in there. I don't know if you can see it very well or not. Back spring, I may end up using some mechanics wire on that to close it up, but all in all, I think I made this turbo blanket fit pretty well. So successful project completed from last night's fiasco. Not really much going on today. My truck's too hot to take the downpipe off to be able to wrap that pipe, so had to run some errands and stuff after work. I'm sure it's way too, yep, it's still way too warm. So I'll get back with you guys in a few days. I have some things going on in the mornings and I'm gonna be driving around, so I'll be back in a few days to see if we can't get that downpipe off and wrapped and back on, which is not a big deal. It's just a little bit time consuming, taking it off, wrapping it, and putting it back on. So other than that, guys, as always, hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you have not already done so, and comment. Love to see your guys' comments and read them. So you guys have a great 4th of July. Be careful, and we'll talk to you later on. Bye.